Hello, my friends. I just redid all the bits that I'd already done. Nothing really changed except that two things. One, I interrogated the Arc Techinator a bit more and found out that he was the one that was stealing the suns to feed his Chaos Inhibitor. And I just noticed in the quests here that apparently my boots were missing, and finding them is a matter of honor, which is a quest. Which I have undoubtedly missed, because this is probably something that I should have done back in the arena. And I don't think there's any way to go back there. But weirdly, I didn't... When I did the box with my equipment in, I actually have it. Boots grant the wearer 3 dodge till end of combat for each psi power they use. Stacks. I'm pretty sure I only had 1 copy of these boots. And I only have 1 side character anyway, so, whatever.
Let us not dawdle. Always keep your eye on the prize.
I need to make sure that half my units don't get killed.
Miscalculations are for commoners.
On the first turn.
I don't make mistakes. I make profitable learning experiences.
Okay, we've seen this. Let's try and redo these. Any final words?
Xeno scum! You don't belong in this galaxy.
Right, so last time I went over here thinking that I could just have a corner to defend myself. And then all that happened was that enemies relentlessly spawned in my face. So I think this time I'll go back down here. Maybe that'll be a better position. Although it was all working out nicely until she seemed to get like a kind of power-up.
Mere pain won't stop me. I'll see to it personally.
Alright, I put orchestrate flames on her so she burns forever.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature. Who, if not me?
She's the one most likely to die.
Don't get too cocky.
Rejoice in battle!
I'll make my stand down here and shoot them as they come down the stairs.
Am I getting paid for this?
I can only do that once per turn, sadly.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Just sit there.
I know what I'm doing, usually. You've got a problem. I've got Jai Hegari. Remember the name. Tell me, and it is done.
Oh, she's on the move.
I feel the breath of Cylon trash.
We're at a tactical disadvantage.
Well, at least you didn't kill 2 people on the first turn this time.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart! As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Strike is a prayer. As the Emperor commands, I act. My faith shields me.
You missed. You missed again.
Not injured. I'm enraged.
If I may, I have read tomes of military tactics. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. I am a navigator, not a servant. I'm afraid not.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Oh, reloading counts as an attack? That's weird.
Doubt is for the weak.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Target well struck. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
Losing the sniper kind of sucks because I feel like she would have been able to pick people off from back here. "24 toxic damage at the start of her turns." Those 2 effects should hurt her a lot unless she somehow absorbs toxic damage. Creature restores 3 wounds every time another creature that suffers damage does not kill it. Suffers damage that does not kill it. I see. That's where she's getting her HP from. that is some horrible... That's some horrible animation right there.
Another enemy down.
Nommed.
I'll see to it personally.
I should probably repair the veil here.
I'll make it happen.
Me? Never in 1,000 sectors. Don't get too cocky. I can do that with the right incentive.
She can't miss as long as she's in range. She's not in range though.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Keep giving me those stacks of versatility.
My ears are ringing.
Your death is approaching. I'll make you howl. Let them tremble.
Wait, she just got 2 turns.
I bring agony.
Like this.
Pain is all.
Can't make me down. But I'm not out.
Oh my god, how, like,
That's an order.
she got some sort of cheaty extra turn.
Guided by faith. As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless.
That was my healer too.
Doubt is for the weak.
Oh, she's getting spicy though. Question is, can I do this without a proper healer?
I'll do it.
You will pay for this in blood. Your death is approaching. I'll make you howl.
Too bad I never leave that unpaid.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
I'm gonna destroy my own cover here.
Your last stroke of luck.
Me? You insist, Lord Captain? Isn't this a job for the serfs? If I may, I'll paint your death in colors.
As the Emperor commands, not for the Emperor.
Nice.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I have
Wow, she's getting really powerful. But I have no cover to hide behind down here anymore.
Quick, protect me! I'll do what it takes.
I am a prey taker. Your suffering will sustain me.
Ah. That'll do.
You've got a problem? I've got a price.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Another bird painted black. Isn't this a job for the serfs? No, these ruby flashes are...
Here she comes. Oh, she had to reload.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. Doubt is for the weak.
Oh! 106 per shot now.
Be strong. Greater trials lie ahead.
Guess I'm still alive.
Keep firing, Argenta. Eventually she'll get so powerful she'll just melt anybody that so much as looks at her.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
That did not damage her.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
What the hell? Okay, that was the move that killed Cassia last time. Some kind of special power that restored all her health.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? If I may?
As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. For you, my Emperor!
Damn, those hits are starting to really hurt now.
This is why I was chosen.
Really starting to hurt.
I can't stand it. Quick! Protect me.
You are mine now. Nobody escapes us.
Time for you to give up your position.
I'd like to, but I can't. You jest, surely. How?
Oh,
No.
come on. Damn, I should have commanded her to move first.
Tell me, and it is done. I'd like to, but I can't.
Well, someone took a hit.
You jest, surely.
How dare you?
Nothing. Blessed be the hand of the healer.
There's only one way to save Cassia,
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
and that is to kick this idiot out the way.
Doubt is for the weak.
Oh, it worked! %0 chance to hit. Do we believe it?
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I'll do it.
Nearly.
Be careful not to cross my gaze. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Oh, one more hit like that and she's toast.
Try to die with grace, at least.
Hey, another level.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Reload.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak.
Free attack.
The Emperor's judgment.
I was right. Argento really does have the power to become disgusting after a while. Holy
As the
crap.
Emperor commanded is why I was chosen.
And to think these bonuses can just keep on stacking. Her stats must be crazy by now. 109% armor. Absolutely violent.
I'll do what it takes. I can't stand it.
Horror awaits.
Don't get too cocky.
Being a mere skill monkey, Jay is kind of weak, but hey.
Strike is a prayer.
Oh, steady superiority is here.
I am his will made manifest.
I'll do it.
Another stack of Revel in the Slaughter.
Faith without deeds is none can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Oh, the damage.
Doubt is for the weak.
It's like, is there an angle that gets all three? Yep.
I'll do it.
Each strike is a prayer.
Oh. I can only imagine what she would be like with a good heavy bolter.
Me? Never in 1,000 sectors.
If one exists in this game.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
These buffs are getting very silly.
Faith without deeds is eradicated.
In fact, she's getting so powerful that single shots will be deadly.
Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Now that was a slaughter. Shadow Field. Grants the wearer's int bonus to dodge to the wearer and their allies. It's nice. Monkey hide cape. Decreases all incoming damage except direct damage by -1 plus versatility stacks %.
Is there money to be made?
It's pretty brutal.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Into the webway! Man, Argenta is OP. She just needs a little bit of time for all of her stacking buffs to come together.
With the physical horrors of Camorra behind them, a long and arduous journey, possible only with the help of a Xenos guide, lay ahead for the rogue trader and his party. From one strange destination to the next, through unknowable environments, the mere sight of which could drive one to madness.
This is all good Unity-style cutscenes.
Despite the challenges, they managed to escape the labyrinthian webway and find their way back. Home?
Home? Said like it's a question? Home? Maybe? Oh, we're back on Janus. Oi, who are you lot? You're not bandits, are you? And chumming around with inhuman scum, no less. Blessed throne, you're jostling me. His lordship here in the backwoods. What an honour. I'm just a low-born, small, humble man. I've only ever seen your lustrous visage on the holy icons in the temples of the capital. Tech priest told me once, 1,000 steps you have walked, thrust the mystical probe into the soil, say a prayer, then press the Magnesine seal. Offer 3 prayers to the Emperor, then press the ruby seal. Thus will the probe test the land and tell you what minerals dwell therein. Some rotter abduct you? Who could perpetrate such villainy? All's well. There's a plague going around Janus though. Makes your hair fall out, skin go pale, and your voice disappear. Turns your average emperor-fearing people into right freaks. Call folk like that wretches. Scary to look at. Beats living under the accursed heretic, you know, this bloodsucker. Will your capital offer protection? I do not to be changing one prison for another. Well, that there chatty mug be flying to the capital with your lordship. He's got an awful big mouth. He looks like trouble. Guess like those, but grab them by the floppers to the plier, burn them right quick. Here we are, we're back on the ship. Welcome to the bridge, Lord Captain. Like the rest of the crew, we are overjoyed by your return. The crew stands in awe and terror at the giant towering over the crowd. Some mistake the sign of the Aquila on their chests, others collapse to their knees in a prayer to the God Emperor on their lips. Lord Captain, allow me to express how glad I am that you've joined us alive and unharmed. Lord Captain, I'm so glad to see you. I nearly lost it when you up and disappeared on me. I was getting on stimulants and recaffed. I barely slept. So I could keep listening to the whispers for any clue how to find you. Not much. All contact with your party was lost shortly after the supposed pirates boarded the ship and abducted your companions' kinspeople. We immediately sent shuttles with boarding parties to your aid, but didn't find anyone on the ship save for the crew, who had all been butchered or driven insane. Henrik's gaze is focused on Urilit. His eyes burn with undisguised hatred and a promise. Since your lordship's body was never recovered, we hoped against hope that you were still alive. Dare we inquire what happened to your lordship? It does not matter. The topic of my disappearance is closed. Basically, you can throw Urilit onto the bonfire here. Where's my ship all this time? At an officers' council, we decided to take the ship to Footfall, where one can hear the gossip of the entire expanse. Our agents tirelessly searched for information about your lordship. We even heard a whisper of where you were imprisoned. We would have immediately launched a rescue expedition. While you were away, Lord Captain, we took every effort to find you. That resulted in a number of modifications to the ship that have significantly upgraded it. Thanks to a favourable deal made by esteemed High Factorum, the ship is now equipped with state-of-the-art auger systems and direction finders from Kiva Gamma. Oh, you can go and do that magnetic storm planet now. We'll begin at once. Lord Captain, senior officer will report to you shortly. In your absence, we received a number of astropathic messages and dispatches that demand your attention. Hello, Nomus have come to welcome you back. We sense a great deed has been done, a vivid imprint on existence. You did something very important. What was it? I escaped from a dark city of the Xenos and showed them mercy. It suits you. What we see in you, light and connections without the urge to destroy. We must go now. Come back to speak with you later. We felt sadness we could no longer communicate with you and were worried about your fate. Me too. I was worried about my fate too. The Expanse is in flames, your lordship. Squadrons and smaller groups of despicable Dakuri radar systems. The cult of the Final Dawn has emerged in full force, wreaking havoc everywhere. We have heard rumours of the fall of Sentinel's Pride. House Quarters World, in outrageous sacrilege given how abundant and inexpensive Promethium is there. strife has broken out between House Winterscale and House Corder. Chaos reigns everywhere. Only the Steam Lord Inquisitor is trying to fight it, concentrating all available forces at footfall to tighten them into a fist, to smash the rampaging heretics and Xenos vermin. The Dukari, their squadrons both large and small, are invading the Expanse, unleashing carnage upon planets, taking captives by the thousands, and attacking ships, as if something has poked their nest, and now they are lashing out. Heretics' malicious acts made it difficult to maintain astropathic contact with the colonies. Cult of Final Dawn strikes everywhere, and their sleeper agents are active on every planet. Werebos 4 mutiny was crushed after a group of newly arrived prisoners succumbed to blasphemous propaganda. But our worlds stand firm against the onslaught of the enemies of humanity, and do not succumb to their pernicious influence. Exactly. The Lord Inquisitor Kalkazar declared himself Commandant of the Cronus Expanse and issued orders to requisition troops. He made football his base of operations, as it was throughout the most logistically convenient point. From there his fleet strikes throughout the Expanse, destroying the forces of the Cult of the Final Dawn and the abominable Dukari. When the heretics laid siege to Euphrantes II, a hallowed forge of the Cognizance fleet, Lord Inquisitor sent an enormous force. Now they and the Explorator squadrons recalled from the front lines stand together against the heretics in the battle for the sacred planet. When the esteemed Lord Inquisitor called upon the rogue traders to join his forces, leadership in Center Corda heeded the summons, while his lordship Calgos Winterscale ignored it. Rumour has it this refusal was defiant in manner and served as a pretext for Lady Corda to declare war on House Winterscale. Winterscale's ships are being hunted and his words occupied under the pretense of compelling them to submit to the Imperial Creed. Surprisingly, for all his love of fighting, Winterscale was in no hurry to defend his domain. According to intercepted astropathic messages, he and his retinue are currently on Quasar Tema hunting down a Xenos fleet, Aldari by all appearances. There have been other minor developments. If you so wish, I'll gladly bring them up to speed on the bridge. Allow me to make a request, a personal one. While you were away, Zachary Wise received an astropathic message from Darganus. It concerns my family. The Werzians have been accused of betraying House von Valancius. I cannot comprehend it. The Werzians have served the Rogue Trader dynasty loyally for generations. This is hard to admit, but I am simply crushed by the news. The accusations were levelled on behalf of the Drivestones, the Governor family. Under normal circumstances, the investigation would not require your involvement, and my entire family would have been ... But being of noble stock, the Werzians are entitled, under an ancient custom, to the petition for the Rogue Trader's personal protection once in a generation. Your personal protection. Aulard breathes a sigh of relief and seems to grow an inch or two taller. Yes, we will get to the bottom of this. Adira hurriedly enters the study, sniffling and hunching her shoulders. She looks quite haggard. Thank you for agreeing to hear me out. Here's the deal. After all that happened recently, the voice in my head suddenly flared up and started gabbling worse than before. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm handling them just fine. Now I think I know of a way I can get them to settle down a bit. Keep having the same vision over and over. I'm walking down a corridor and there's this door at the end. And I just know that right behind that door is blissful silence. All I've got to do is reach out and open it. So I touch it with my fingers. I can feel the cold, rough metal, and then suddenly I snap out of it. I always find myself staring at a wall or some compartment or other. I look behind me and all the doors on the way are open. But I have no memory of how I got there. I'll cut to the chase. Please help me find that door. I'm not joking. This is a matter of life and death. My gut tells me it's my last chance to deal with my powers. What do you think's behind the door? No idea. Maybe it's some incredible implant from Tech Priest's secret stories, or I don't know, serum kept in the Inquisition's vault. Such a thing as aerotech, right? Plenty of it lying around. Maybe some of it could help me. I think I hear the muffled cries of some weird birds, and my head's sweating like it's somewhere hot, surrounded by a rock accrete. except it reeks of burnt, fresh, fried cables and chemicals. No, it feels different. The door from the visions feels very, I don't know, real. I can even touch it. It's definitely not an illusion. And trust me, neither of us wants to open the other door, the whispering one. What if it's a trap? It can't be, whatever. I'll go in alone if you like. Just please help me get there. We shall find this door. The door that will change her fate. Man, they're really dumping the exposition on us right now. Enough, Xenos. Justice will be done, one way or another. Slither all you like, heretic spawn, but you will never leave the ship unscathed. Henrix, what punishment awaits him who failed to realize his own acolyte was a traitor? Achilles died after receiving due punishment, even if it was not at the hands of the Inquisition. I will hear no more about it. For how long are you going to tolerate this filth on your ship, Edmund? This foul traitor who has already dragged you into the darkness once and who almost left your protectorate without its sovereign. Rogue traitor. Has Aldari heresy clouded your judgment? Treachery always means death. Either for the traitor or the one betrayed. You almost died on Comora, your retinue. You know what became of them. Is it not high time that justice was done? Now this is a fine spectacle. The Inhuman gets what she deserves. Let us all watch and laugh. Anyone else want to share their thoughts? You know, Lord Captain, I'll support any order you give, but to keep the Xenos in the retinue, especially after everything that has transpired because of her, it would not be wise. The enemies of humanity have no place among humans, you know this. But death is far too merciful a sentence. What I endured was far more terrible. You know, Stream, when a pet refuses to obey their master, they're usually put in a cage, or at best, or turned into a lovely piece of taxidermy at worst. Man, they want her gone bad. The problem is that if you get rid of her, you're kind of removing plot from the game. Eurolit will receive corporal punishment, as many lashes as her body can endure without expiring. This is like, I think, the best I can do. Although it's still going to annoy the crowd baying for her death. Eurolit shudders, but then quickly frowns slightly and shrugs her shoulders. I do not think monkey whips are more fearsome than the torture of the Dark City. That is not enough, but at least the Xenos will be taught a lesson. Pain can heal a human soul, but what about a Xenos? I have no answer for that. After whispering about the terrifying punishment awaiting the Eldari, the officers present slowly return to their duties. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't result in her death, right? She's probably like still on the bridge somewhere. Yeah. She's still alive.
The Dark City released us from its thorny embrace. The wounds of the body will heal. But what about the wounds of the soul? Cruderach fell, and its demise shattered the fragile lives of countless children of Assyrian. Scattered across this part of the galaxy, hounded by the monkey, pursued by the Dark Cousins, imprisoned by the servants of She Who Thirsts. Hatred is strangling me like a snake, and fear is coursing through my body like a burning poison. For the path I chose is leading me down the roads of failure. I can neither hold back my grief nor rein in my anger. And yet, I am powerless to stray from my path. Pay no heed to my fleeting wrath, Anantak. When the will slips away, the soul trembles with rampant emotions. But I will resign my heart to meekness, for there is no other way a marked outcast can help their fellow Eldari wandering in the dark.
Yeah, we'll do the rest of that later. We're basically out of time. But yeah, you know, by not taking characters or by killing them off, you are gonna just lose huge slices of plot. I wonder if I should stick to buffing intelligence. And then, because the skill checks are basically getting made by Jay these days. I'll stick with it, why not? Strength, perception, and intelligence. Nothing else is particularly useful. I guess I could take toughness. Could take base skill Medicae, just gives me more healing. You see, the thing is, psychic powers unlock more of these. And it just makes me wonder, like, what else that's unlocked might be quite nice. Let's go with Strange Vitality. Because, for example, Hendrix, he's got Sanctic. Hymns of Hatred. Palms of Heroes. Psi rating is increased by 1 every time an ally uses a heroic act. So these are the Sanctic ones, and some of them are really nice. Destined is really nice. Getting 5% armor every single round. Critical hits increasing your critical damage, which stacks. Psi rating +1 every time someone uses a heroic act. You can usually get 2 or 3 off. And then there's also divining. You can see divining through her. Allies under the effect of at least one psychic power gain additional 5×2 psi rating armor pen. First dodge attempt of every enemy in combat suffers a 28% penalty. I think, are these the psychic ones? Enemies that have become targets of the psychic powers gain stacking 5% penalty to their dodge and parry until the end of combat. So that's really awesome as well. Trying to think which. Yeah, so she's got telepathy and divination. And it's divination, I think, that I think it's divination that has visions of doom. So there are many nice passive buffs that you could be getting if you've unlocked the other disciplines. Grand Strategist kind of sucks. Though it is nice to go first in combat. Wait, I never took telepathy. I'm pretty sure I never took telepathy. Because I don't have the passives for it. Yes, I think a talent reset as well might be very powerful. Some abilities kind of suck. yeah, that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time.